Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out. Pleasure to be in the company, albeit via Zoom and the internet, with esteemed trainer Marc Ramsey. Marc, good to see you. We'll jump straight into the boxing talk. First of all, Arslanbek Makhmudov has agreed a fight with Dave Allen. Just talk to me about the process of getting that fight over the line and the thoughts of Dave Allen as an opponent.
Actually, we received an offer not long time ago, and of course, we are in a position with Makhmudov that we want to accept those kind of challenge. He's getting a little bit older. He's at one place. I think there's crossroad right now. He need to accept those kind of challenge and win those kind of fight also. And at the end of the day, I believe Allen is a little bit at the same position in his career. Like he proved himself a little bit in the past, but if he want to go back to the international scene with the big name of the business, he need to beat a guy like Makhmudov.
What challenges do you feel Dave will pose to Arslanbek?
Can you repeat, please?
What challenges in the ring do you feel that Dave will pose to him?
Oh, you know what? I have a lot of respect for David Allen. Everybody know he's not maybe the guys with the most ability and stuff like this, but this is professional boxing. He's a very tough guy. What he have to deliver, he always deliver. Like he give his 100%. He's a real man, and I respect that. And I think it's a real challenge. Going to be a real fight.
A lot of people kind of feel when they match up Arslanbek with other fighters, there's a feeling that any prospective opponent might have to get through the first few rounds and then they have the opportunities. Is it as simple as that with when someone's thinking about how to game plan against your fighter?
But this is something like we work in the gym every day. Like for every fight we did, of course, like we do the 10 rounder and 12 rounder and with 2, 3, 4 sparring partner, and we make sure that he cover that second part of the fight. Is also because Arslanbek is so much a big puncher that maybe 90% of his fight finish inside of 4 rounds for all his professional career. And this is just an episode of work, I believe.
What did you think of Dave's recent win over Johnny Fisher?
It was a good win. It was a good win. I think, especially after the first fight, I think he delivered a good performance. But at the end of the day, for us, there is no comparison between Fisher and Makhmudov. Like the Arslanbek is way more stronger. Fisher is a decent technical boxer, but we believe that it's not the same level.
Yeah, could you explain or elaborate more on the level difference between Johnny Fisher, Dave's last opponent, and then Makhmudov?
Difference between both boxers?
In levels, yeah.
But first of all, you just have to look at the international amateur experience. There is no comparison. Arslanbek did everything from WSB to Russian national team and face everybody in Russia and in that part of the world, and also in WSB. I don't think Fisher have that kind of level as an amateur, and especially as a professional. To me, he looked like a real good technician. I'm not sure physically that he's very developed. He looked like a good boxer, but not that much strong like guys like Makhmudov can be.
What do you want on the back end of a victory as you plan to get against Dave Allen? What do you want for Makhmudov?
We will see. Right now, we are in a position like we have 2 losses. So we just have a win at our last fight. He did a good training camp and a good fight. We are happy about that fight. But now we want to go like Allen is a real test. I don't want to think too much about what's going to be the next step, because for us, it's a real challenge. Like I say, he presented himself the night of the fight, and he fight for real. And we wanted to make sure that we take care of him. And after that, we'll go from fight to fight and try to bring Arslanbek back to those big fights.
Was there any possibility that the fight could have happened either in Canada or in Saudi?
I never heard about that. When I heard about the deal, it was always in England. Probably at one point, like I think both fighters already fight in Riyadh with Riyadh season. That was maybe a possibility, but at the end of the day, like the fight's going to be in England, and we're very happy to go back in England.
There's a couple of whispered or rumored about fights. One of them being Christian Mbilli versus Lester Martinez. What can you say about that?
It's a huge fight. It's a huge fight, but we claim that Christian is one of the best guys of the division, and we wanted those kind of big fight from a long time, waiting like everybody on Canelo. for so many years now. Like we have an opportunity, a good opportunity, and I think there's going to be an amazing fight for the fans. Like when you look the style of both boxer, it guarantee you action. It's going to be very very interesting. And at the end of the day, we believe like Mbilli have everything, like the experience, everything. I think he's there right now to challenge those kind of fight.
Yeah, I remember certainly Christian was on Turki Al-Sheikh's list of fighters that he wanted to see on his cards going forward because of his style and how he fights. But a lot of people feel like when it comes to fighters in that division, it's about position and themselves for a fight with Canelo. Do you feel that you'll get that fight for him?
We will see. Like at the end of the day, you have all the title. We do everything that is possible to create to make to maybe squeeze a little bit Canelo in a corner and make sure that he have no other option than to fight Christian. But like I say before that, we have a real challenge with Lester Martinez. He was an amazing amateur boxer, very good professional also. A little bit the same style of Christian, very aggressive, very offensive mind, and I think it's going to be a great fight. Yes.
Mentioned off camera about the current state of play with Artur Beterbiev. A lot of talk about the Bivol third fight. Is that where are things with that?
We tried to negotiate fight with Bivol now for months, and he just disappeared. Like I know at one point Riyadh Season want to organize that fight, and at one point there was some people in Russia who want to organize that fight in Moscow, and they bring like a lot of money on the table, but even like more money that he deserve and more money that he make first fight. And first and second fight in Saudi, and he still refused it. Like it's like he completely disappeared from negotiation right now. And we decide to go forward with Archer. He's 40 years old. We don't want to wait on nobody. And if we cannot have that rematch, like we give, like because we win the first bout and we give right away a rematch because we think that he deserved a rematch. I believe like Archer was deserving also that third fight with those two split decision. But like I say, we don't want to wait, and we decided to continue and to push forward to make sure that we're gonna create something to fight the best soon.
Was there any information as to why that position is held by Bivol? Was it an injury or a certain time when they wanted the fight? Anything of that nature?
No, it just like really disappeared from negotiation, and at one point there is no calling back, no information at all, and we just decide to go another direction.
Do you think you'll get that third fight for Beterbiev with Bivol?
But the way Team Bivol hack right now, I have a doubt. But you know, at the end of the day, this is not only about Bivol or not. This is about boxing, and we want to go back to the inner ring soon. And like I say, we decide to go another way.
Does it affect Artur at all that he doesn't get that opportunity to right that wrong from his perspective?
Of course, he want to fight Bivol a third time, and he want to do that now. Like we was ready about 6 years ago to do the first fight, and Bivol wait until Artur have 40 years old before fighting him, and now we give him a rematch, and now he again like he disappear. That's a fight that we won. That's a fight that Artur won. Of course, there is a little bit of frustration, but like I say. Boxing is not only about Bivol, it's about a lot of good opportunity over there. There is other name very interesting to fight, and that's the direction we're taking.
In terms of other names, do you look at someone like Benavidez as well, making a fight with him?
Why not? This is not personal. This is only business. And at the end of the day, we're going to give the fan what they want, and we're going to chase those belts like we did before.
There was also a little bit of talk a couple of years back, maybe 18 months or so ago, that the potential could be that Artur moved up to cruiser and Alexander Usyk came down to cruiser. Has there been any movement on that at all?
We was thinking about this a little bit. It's a question of also of about Usyk. Like he's so big right now. I don't really believe he can go under 200 pounds. Also, always have interest to fight Usyk back. He fight him three times at the amateur level, and you want to do that. But now I think the weight difference between the two are too big.